Sports bettors, you need to download Sharps, the better social network. With Sharps mobile app, you can tailor your friends' bets with one click. See a bet you like? Just click the whale tail icon and boom, it will open in your corresponding sportsbook. Sharps securely connects to major sportsbooks like FanDuel, MGM, Caesars, and more. So you can not only track your bets, but share your bets in creative ways. So gather the degens, download Sharps for free, and join our fast-growing sports betting community.
And Bonds hit from high. Hits it deep. It is out of here. 7:56. Bonds stands alone. Now Booker with Tucker on him. Throws it up for Ayton. Shot blocked by Antetokounmpo. What a block from Giannis.
17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open, Chicago with the lead.
Minute remaining, and they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
We're sending it in, Jerome. That's for damn sure.
Yes. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Tap Room Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan. Stacks on Stacks Slash. Joined with my man, Mr. Big Ballin' Ben Larson.
Yes, sir. And I'm hanging out with my money tree.
The money
We making money.
tree.
We are making money. Good day today.
Yeah, we need Haddad to close this out, though.
Yeah.
We're up.
Yeah, she's got this.
Man, we're up 4-2. Fernandez 30-30. She's on return, so hopefully she doesn't break serve here, because that would be atrocious. But yeah, man, we good day, man. Very good day.
Yep.
Tennis been doing us really well.
Tennis is good. KBO started the day off right.
KBO started the day off really well while we were asleep.
Yep. So yeah, I can't complain after the atrocious day I had yesterday. With our my best bets from Sunday. Both my best bets from Sunday were tough beats.
Yeah.
Tough beats.
And when those happen though, Ben, like things go your way, things don't go your way, but the ones that are like bad, like they bounce back, dude. They even out. Like I tell people all the time, dude, you could be on the right side and still lose, and you could be on the wrong side and still win.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And like the Jets-Bills game was like an anomaly. Like I like the under. You know, I said it on the show. The under was like sweat free, dude. It was like never in doubt. But I also like Bills money line, and you know Rodgers goes down. But even if Rodgers doesn't go down, like the Jets can't pass protect at all. So I'm still very confident that like the Bills should have won that game regardless of who was quarterback for the Jets if Josh Allen doesn't have 4 unforced turnovers, dude.
Yeah. 3 horrible interceptions and the ball through his hands.
Yeah, maybe not call them unforced because those interceptions, like Jordan Wilson still had to pick them off, but he was like staring Diggs down with like 3 guys around him, dude, and then he has the unforced fumble, right? So
yeah.
I don't know, man. Like I still think the Bills were the right side in that game. Unfortunately, they didn't win. Yeah. But, you know, crazy. That's the NFL, dude. Crazy shit happens, man. Especially,
and that's week 1, too.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, week 1, you never know what you're going to get. You know, really, I'd say probably the first 3 weeks, it's kind of that feeling out.
I feel like the NFL is like that 17 weeks out of the year.
Yeah, you're definitely going to get those crazy beats and, you know, all throughout the year. But I mean, you don't know what you're going to get from teams for, you know, people who have only played, a series in the preseason. So
the thing with NFL too, Ben, is like people always forget that like they're still professional football players. So like they're like, oh, the Cardinals suck. Like they're not gonna cover 7 against the Commanders, and they cover 7. Yeah. It's like, dude, at the end of the day, you have to remember, dude, these are like professional football players.
Yeah,
you know
they're
what
still
I mean?
The top 10% of college players.
Yeah, like the margin from like the best team to worst team is a lot slimmer than like college. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So I think people often forget that with the NFL, and it's like that's why dogs are so profitable in the NFL, is because the casual bettor just thinks like, oh, the Vikings the Eagles are way better than the Vikings. 7 points, touchdown. Oh my God, they're gonna blow them out. It's not always the case, man. You know, and crazy shit happens, dude, in the NFL. Like just the weirdest shit. I mean, crazy shit happens in college football too. Football in general. I mean, it's an oblong ball, dude. The ball bounces weird. You know what I mean? Like shit just, it's different, dude. It's weird.
Your dictionary word of the day, oblong.
Isn't that a word?
Just giving you a hard time. No. That is a word. Just to.
It is oblong though. It's like
it is. No, it definitely is. I was just not expecting you to be using the word oblong.
Come on, Ben. I'm a writer, dude. I got fucking a good ass vocabulary.
That's true.
That's why I cuss all the time, because I've always been told people that cuss all the time are just more intelligent than others. Oh man, stoked to be here tonight, man. Got a dope show on deck. We're gonna be talking some Major League Baseball. We're gonna be talking Thursday Night Football, Vikings and Eagles, Week 2. What are you sipping on, Ben?
Yeah, I was gonna say before we go into there, I do want to
hold on 1 second. Hold on, let's rewind. We are being brought to you by Sharps. Go to Sharps app. Make sure to download it. iPhone, Android. Track your bets. It's a great way to become a better bettor, because you can find out what you're good at betting and what you're not good at betting. And if you're good at betting something, you can continue betting it. If you're bad at something, kind of understand why you're bad at betting it, and kind of fine tune it. You can also follow other bettors such as ourselves.
Build a network.
And build a network, tail bets, etc. Sharps app, SHARPZ. If you're watching the live stream, it's right above us. Use promo code JORD517. The guys will all have their promo codes soon, so you can use all of our promo codes. It's free to sign up. It's just an easy tool to use to track your bets, and it's a good tool if you want to become a better bettor. So make sure go download Sharps app. Now, Ben, what are you sipping
on? So I'm actually stoked about this one today. So I was gonna make sure that I got this in on the air. So this is the Firestone Oktoberfest. So this is a lot different than what we're seeing out of the Sierra Nevada Oktoberfest, which I highlighted a few times now. Excuse me. So this is an oak aged lager. It's coming in at 5.2%, so it's a little bit heavier than what we saw out of the Fest beer for Sierra Nevada. It's a good beer so far. I'm halfway done with my first. It's a little malty. It definitely is a little malty. So it's
who's
a
it by, Ben?
that you can...
Sorry, I missed that.
Firestone. Yeah. All so right. It's we might get another guest in here too. It's a little malty for for what we got, and a great summer beer. Great summer beer. So
Ben, can you send
days of summer?
Can you send Irv the link?
Yes. Yep. We'll get him in here.
Irv is coming on. We need to get him in here. We haven't had him on in a couple of weeks. Would love to get him on tonight.
He had some family fun with the little one.
Yes, he had a newborn in the family and a lot going on. So excited to get Irv back in here. But before we talk about
what are you drinking?
I'm just drinking a Lagunitas, regular Lagunitas, not a little something, just a regular Lagunitas.
There we go.
Yeah, I just stopped by the liquor or 7-Eleven on my way home and picked up some Lagunitas. Yeah, it's a good beer to sip on. I'm gonna go to the brewery. I've been like stupid busy lately. I'm gonna go to the brewery this week and get some good beer. I also haven't been drinking as much, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
So Hey, we got Irv coming in here right now. Let's go.
Oh, did he get in?
Yeah, he's coming right now.
Oh, there we go. I can copy the invitation fast enough. So
he's coming right now. I told him it was. There he is.
There we go. Baby boy, back in action.
Let's go.
Let's go, y'all.
He's back.
Yeah, I'm finally off my indentured servantry.
Hey, getting paid. That's the good thing.
Nice,
that
man.
Is the good thing.
Welcome back, Irv. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to hear you. Glad to have you back, man.
Back in the flesh.
Yes, sir. So I mean, we haven't even hopped into the show. We're about to hop into it, and first thing we're going to talk about is baseball. And like before we hop into the two games, we're going to talk about. I kind of just want to talk baseball in general at this point of the season, middle of September, right? We got teams fighting for playoff spots, but Irv has heard me talk about this a couple times in the last couple of days. Is that if you're betting baseball, a couple things you need to be aware of is that sometimes the most dangerous teams in September are the teams that have nothing to play for, because those guys are playing for something. They're playing for roster spots, right?
Yep.
So your A's of the world, your Rockies of the world. The Rockies upset the Cubs tonight, right? The White Sox the A's took two in a row.
2 of 3 of against Houston. That's why I'm spoiling the elephant tonight.
Well, they have one more.
Okay, so is it the 4-game set?
No, 3. It's Tuesday, man.
Oh, so they just took the first 2.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 2 of 3.
It's Tuesday.
There we go.
But yeah, I mean, that's one thing that you just gotta be cautious of is like these teams that have nothing to play for. Keep that in mind, because these people on the teams, they're fighting for roster spots.
Yeah.
And
a lot of it's young minor
talent
league players coming up right now.
Exactly. And the Angels are another. I know they lost tonight, or they're losing tonight, right? It's
Mollywop tonight. Yeah, 8-0 right now.
But last night they won, and the Mariners are in a pennant race. Like they need to win games. The Astros need to win games, and these teams are losing to teams that have no business winning games. I mean, dude, the Orioles lost tonight to the fucking Cardinals, who had Wainwright pitching. Yeah. Bro, like that tells. But the thing is like the Cardinals are throwing all their young guys out now. They're not throwing out the fucking vets, dude. The vets are like, yo, we're ready for vacation. Like, we got nothing to play for. But your Mason Wins of the world, your Jordan Walkers of the world, like these Lars Nootbaars of the world, like these are guys that are playing for spots, for their contracts, etc. So like they don't want to lose. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna fight their asses off. And Wainwright has something to prove too, because everyone's been shitting on him all year. Oh, Wainwright sucks. He needs to hang him up. And he does suck. He does now.
Yeah.
But
and we're not telling you just to go out and take dogs.
I am.
You see it. Huh?
I am.
No.
Why not?
No.
Dude,
I think it's
Ben, if you bet every dog today, you're probably profitable. If you bet them all one unit, you probably profited a lot.
Did we have that today? I don't think we did.
Well, the Yankees were dogs in both their games. They won both. The Cardinals were dogs, and not only were they dogs, they were like plus 206 dogs. The A's were like, dude, the Astros were like minus $3. So the A's were like at least 256 dogs, right? What was it? It was
Yankees
huge, right?
were dogs in one of their games.
Yeah, it was plus 250.
255.
255, 260, one of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane, dude.
Yankees were dogs in one of their games today.
Cleveland was dogs. They won.
Yeah, I actually like Cleveland. That was one of my best bets.
Who else? Chicago was favorites in both theirs, but the Royals won the second game. They were dogs.
Yeah, they beat the shit out of them the second, man. They won 11-0.
No, 11-10.
Nah, the White Sox came back, dude. They almost
They let the motherfuckers come back.
yeah,
dude.
bro. It was
was
9-1, and they came back. They actually tied the game 9-9. They were down 9-1. It was
a dog shit, fam.
yeah, it was actually pretty impressive. The Mets won. They were dogs. Did Washington win?
Nats, yeah.
Yeah, they won.
No. Pirates.
Pirates won.
I'm sorry.
Pirates were favorites. So, and St. Louis won. They were dogs, and Colorado won. They were dogs. So, a majority of dogs actually won today.
So now that Vegas is hacked, it's all dogs, right?
Dog days of summer, bro. This is like honestly, this is the best time to bet dogs. If we're keeping it a buck, because you get this like extra value because some of these teams like Baltimore, for example, like yeah, they're still in a division race, right? But I guarantee you they went into today saying, "Oh, we're facing Wainwright, like we're gonna win this game easily."
Yeah, it was a look over game.
Yep, they got caught.
Shit, don't bet dogs in NPB or KBO.
Yeah, but I feel like dogs always hit in KBO. I don't know, but I don't follow MPB that much, but I feel like dogs definitely hit in KBO all the time.
What's MPB?
Sometimes.
That's the Japan League.
Oh,
I think the dogs win like mostly on the weekends.
Well, the KBO's like a crazy ass situation right now because like there's all these double headers because there's been so many rainouts, and there's gonna be rainouts tomorrow too, which makes it even more double headers as they head into the postseason.
There's only supposed to be 3 games tonight. I think tomorrow is gonna be like 8.
it's nuts.
Ben Haddad won.
Yeah, I did see that. 6-2. Good way to end out the day.
Yep. Easy winner. But yeah, man, baseball is it's crazy right now. It's Major League Baseball. We're getting ready for the postseason. We got the AL wild card is, I mean, it's just a fucking mess right now. So is the NL wild card for that matter.
Yep.
But the AL wild card, I mean, really, we have 4 teams involved in the wild card. There's nobody like the Red Sox and Yankees they have no chance, dude. No chance of getting in there. But
I really want to say Tampa Bay doesn't have a chance of losing it. So it's really
not at this
spots.
point. Yeah, not at this point. There's only like 13 games left, and they're up 8.5 or 14 games left.
No, there's
16 games left.
18 left.
18. They're up 8.5. It would take a fucking miracle for them not to make the playoffs. They have a huge 4-game set coming up against Baltimore at the end of this week, which is gonna be huge, at least for that division. But I mean, like in terms of the wild card, we basically have Toronto, Seattle, Texas, Tampa. Texas has won 4 straight after, I mean, just being abysmal for about a month. And so they've kind of taken the hold of that second wild card. And then we have Seattle and Toronto battling for that last one. Seattle's really struggled in the last 10. We talked about this on Sunday, Ben. But I'm looking at this race now, and I'm kind of looking at Toronto and being like, man, they might be the last team out, dude. You know, I really thought Texas was going to be the last team out, but the Toronto Blue Jays fucking suck.
Well, and we talked about their schedule moving forward too, and Toronto definitely has the more difficult schedule than Seattle.
Seattle and Texas do play each other 7 more times.
That's true. Yep.
So they do have that going for them. So basically, the team that wins that series is definitely wins the best of that 7 is definitely getting in. But then it's just a matter of like, you know, this was a huge series for Toronto against Texas. They get Texas at home and they drop the first 2.
Yeah. Let's see. And Toronto has. Let's see. Who does Toronto have left? 2 against Texas, 3 against Boston, 6 against New York, and 6 against Tampa Bay.
6 against Tampa is struggle. I mean, now that New York doesn't have Jason Dominguez, I think it makes it a little bit easier because when Dominguez was up, that's what gave the Yankees a spark, right? And I know they won 2 in a row against the Red Sox, but I think the Red Sox, they're like a majority of veteran teams, so like they've kind of checked out. They're kind of like ready for vacation, but I feel like the Yankees are getting there too. Because now they don't have Dominguez. It's like the only young guys they really have is like IKF and Volpe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you guys like? You think that the Blue Jays going against the Yankees? Like, do you think the Yankees are gonna be there? Like, oh man, we gotta beat. We gotta beat the. I know Cole's pitching for a Cy Young, so that gives him motivation.
Yeah, I think there's still enough. I mean, they only have two big names there left, and out of their young guys, but they have a lot of players who are, still fighting for that spot in the system to not go 5 years in or 4 years in the minor leagues like Dominguez did.
I mean, I don't know if you guys watched any of the doubleheader between the Red Sox and Yankees today, but the Red Sox only combined 0 of 19 with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, I watched the second game. I cut that shit off. They had runners in scoring position like 4 innings in a row and didn't score a fucking run. That shit was terrible. And then at the end of the game, they had fucking bases loaded, 1 out, and guess what happens?
Double play.
Alex Verdugo comes up.
That was the first game.
Oh, that was the first game, yeah. He grounded into a double play. I'm like, yeah.
First pitch, too. Against a guy that couldn't throw strikes. He walked the bases loaded.
Damn.
First pitch.
I'm looking at, too. Seattle's got the most difficult.
Well, Seattle has Texas.
7 games against Texas, 3 games against Houston, 3 games against the Dodgers. 3 games.
Oh, yeah, they got that
Oakland.
Dodgers set.
Yeah.
And they got the A's. I mean, the A's might be the best team in baseball right now, the past week.
Mm-hmm.
Comedy, bro.
No, I'm serious, dude. Like, they got nice young guys, dude.
Texas has Cleveland, Boston, Seattle for 7, and then the Angels.
Cleveland, I mean, they don't give up. So, the Giants know that.
I think Texas is in for sure. And then it's Seattle.
The thing with Texas and Seattle is like whoever wins the majority of that 7-game series is definitely in.
And whoever loses it is probably
out.
Yeah. That's a good point.
I just have a hard time imagining Toronto not making it. I don't know, dude. This team, I was talking to Andrew McGinnis from Wager Talk today, who lives in Toronto, or lives in nearest Toronto, lives in Canada. He's a big Blue Jays fan. And I was like, bro, like this Blue Jays team, Ben, Irv, you guys both know I have a feature on the Blue Jays to win the World Series. I put it in before the season started. And it's like, I wrote it off after the first month of the season. And it's like, they reel me back in. Okay, we might be good. And then it's like, nah, we're not. And then they reel me back in again. And then it's like, nah, we're not. It's like, dude, this team is just so inconsistent, dude. It's like you never know what you're going to get from them from a week-to-week basis. And Vlad Guerrero Jr. has been fucking dog shit, dude. He has not been good. And if he was even average, and Ben, I know that jersey's hanging over your head right now. If he was even like half as good as what he was in 2021, this team would probably be fighting for their division.
Yeah. Well, this is a really fucking tough division too.
It is, but like they were projected to win this division for a reason.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
They have the talent. Like Springer, at this point, I've admitted that dude's just hurt. Like he'll probably never ever be the same that he once was. That shoulder injury last year fucking is way more serious than we ever anticipated it to be. But like Vlad Guerrero Jr. is still Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Yeah.
But he's not playing like that. He went from generational talent to a guy.
He's not at a guy.
He's a guy.
Yeah, he's still young. I think he can bounce back. It's just, I don't know, man. You got to put the consistency together.
Last year we gave him the benefit of the doubt because remember he hurt his wrist early in the season. We're like, oh, last year like he didn't do well because he had a hurt wrist and he tried to play through it. And we gave him the benefit of the doubt. But what's the excuse this year? He's even worse this year.
Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Probably eats too much. What's that food they serve in Canada? What's that?
Poutine.
Poutine. He's eating too much poutine, bro.
He still has.
I don't even know what the fuck that is, but okay.
Oh, poutine is on point, man. French fries with cheese curds and gravy. Fuck yes.
See what I'm saying, Irv? That shit makes you gain weight, bro.
Oh man, I'm down for it. But you got to think he's second on their team in hits behind Bo Bichette. He's 21 home runs, which is the top of his team. He's 84 RBIs, which is 20 above anybody on his team. Total bases is above anybody on his team. 57 walks.
Yeah, but it's all above anybody on his team because he's the one that's played the most games. Bo Bichette missed like a whole month.
Okay, but you look at George Springer, who's 3 games behind, who's not even close. Whit Merrifield, who's 7 games behind.
But we've all come to the agreement that George Springer's never going to be what he once was.
Yeah, I mean the only thing Bo Bichette would have caught was his home runs. Bo's at 18, Vlad's at 21.
21 home runs, dude. This is a guy that we anticipated being like a 40 home run hitter.
Yeah.
He's at 21 home runs. You know who has more home runs than actually
half the league?
You know who's been better than Vlad Guerrero Jr. this year at first base? Ryan Mountcastle. You know how much time Ryan Mountcastle missed, Ben? Like 2 months.
Yeah, substantial amount.
He's been better.
I mean, he's still not trash.
I'm not saying he's trash. I'm just saying like he's supposed to be a generational player. Like he's supposed to be like what Aaron Judge was last year. And I'm not saying he should go out and hit 60 home runs a year, but he should be going out and hitting 40 home runs. Like that's what this team needs. That's what they count on him for. How many home runs did he hit in 2021, Ben?
I'm pulling up his career stats right now.
Because 2021 he had that career year.
2021 home runs 48.
Boom.
Last year 32.
This year 21. And last year we gave him the benefit of the doubt of being hurt. So what's the excuse this year?
Yeah. Well, he's got 19 more games to hit 11 home runs to equal his number from last year.
He'd have to get really hot.
Yeah.
But we've all been saying this all year though, is that for Toronto to be good, Vlad has to be that guy that he was in 2021, and he hasn't been that guy.
Yeah.
And it doesn't help that like Manoah fucking was dog shit, and now he doesn't even want to fucking report to AAA because he's butthurt that he sucks. It's a disaster, dude. It really is, and
yeah.
I don't know, because I thought this team had talent, dude.
We also saw. I mean, we see it a lot too. With players who won the home run derby, they tail off in the second half of the year because they lose their swing.
Yeah, but I mean, like, he never had the swing. The fact is a fucking shock to all of us too. None of us picked him to win.
That's true.
I don't know what's going on with him, dude. Like, I wish I had the answer. None of us do, obviously. He doesn't, obviously. Like, will he ever get back to that 2021 Vlad Guerrero? That's the question that remains to be open. Do you think he gets back there?
I mean, I'd imagine so.
Maybe they need Semien back or someone like Marcus, because Marcus Semien was their leadoff hitter that year. He had a career year too. I was going to
say, who's batting right before him?
Semien was their leadoff hitter that year. He had a career year, and I think Bo Bichette was batting right before him that year.
Yeah, and he still had 86 walks that year too. 58 this year,
and also and also we should mention Teoscar Hernandez also had a career year that year too.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe it was just an anomaly from that whole team, dude. Who knows? I don't know. We're gonna find out though.
Yep.
We're gonna talk about the Texas,
and he's young. He's got a long career ahead of him.
I keep saying that though. We said it last year. We said, "Oh, he was hurt."
No, but I mean,
he's young, and then
yeah, I'm just saying he's not. I mean, he's played for 5 years. He's not.
And he's never had a year as good as 2021.
Was the whole 2 years?
Bro, cut him some damn slack. He gonna be alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what is all right though? He needs to be that.
He's gonna return to the Vladdy Jr. that we all know and love.
Jordan just wants instant gratification.
I don't. I mean, for your sake, I hope he returns to that because you have his autographed jersey hanging up.
Sometimes we'll be watching games. It'll be the second. The pitcher comes out. The fucking Rocky fucking Cubs can't hit Kyle Freeland. I'm like, bro, it's the second inning. What you want them to score fucking 20 runs in the first inning?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Nah, Kyle Freeland was throwing a no-hitter through 3 innings, dude. That's the difference. Like, Kyle Freeland isn't good, and he's definitely not good at home. That was the whole reason why we liked the Cubs -1.5 in that game. And he came out and he threw a fucking no-hitter through 3 innings. Like, that's crazy. And then tonight, like, the Cubs can't hit fucking Flexen. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
Oh man, the KBO legend.
Flexen went 5 1/3, gave up fucking 2 hits and 2 runs, and then the fucking bullpen comes in right away and gives him a 2-run home run. Rocky still managed to win the game, but that's what it's not instant gratification. It's just the fact that like I don't know if Vlad will ever be as good as he was in 2021, but he needs to be somewhere in between 2021 and this year. You know what I mean? Like he has to be somewhere in between that point. And I'm not saying that he can't get there, but for the Blue Jays to be their best, he needs to be closer to 2021 than anywhere else because that's what they're counting on. That's what they built their team around. You know what I mean? So will he get back there? Who knows? You know, he is like people call him a generational talent, dude. So I hope he can. I think he can. I think he's kind of got to look himself in the mirror and kind of figure things out himself. Like figure out his approach, figure out a lot of stuff. Because I feel like sometimes he just goes up there swinging, trying to hit the fences and grounds into double plays.
So basically having the same problem that Julio Rodriguez was having.
And Julio figured it out in like a month.
I'll say 2 months, but yeah, he figured it out.
He figured it out pretty quick. After the home run derby, by the way.
After the All-Star break, he figured it out.
After the home run derby, he figured it out. Which is like the opposite of normal.
Yeah.
Shout out to Julio. We were all talking about like he's having a down year, and now he's having a better year than he was last year after 2 months.
It's like I got the 2 extremes right here.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. All right, so tomorrow's games, we're gonna talk about 2 of them. We got 2 big games on.
Damn, we haven't even started games yet.
No, we haven't. But I mean, that was a good conversation about.
Oh, absolutely.
About
He'll be fine.
And the Blue Jays, but we got 2 big games tomorrow with playoff implications. First one we have is the Minnesota Twins. They are going up against the Tampa Bay Rays. The Twins right now are $1.04 underdogs with Dallas Keuchel on the mound. Tampa Bay minus $1.22 on the road with Taj Bradley. The total's at 9. Ben, we were kind of talking about this before we went on air. What's your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I think, looking at what we've seen from Taj recently, I mean, really Taj all season, looking from his July, didn't pitch in August. He got a lot of, 5 starts in July though, but July and September, he's been struggling. He had a decent game against Cleveland, but he has let up a lot of runs. Over July, he had 5, 9, 11, 14, 19, 20, 24 runs in his 7 starts, which is definitely a struggle. Keuchel only pitched 5 starts so far, and really has had that every other start has been good. So it would tend to seem that he's not going to have that great of a start. But I mean, just looking at these two pitchers, I think I got to initially take that first 5 over, probably 4.5.
Over 4.5. Or what do you think?
I don't know. Keuchel ain't looked the same since he damn near pitched that. He took a perfect game into like the 7th or 8th inning, right, or some shit like that.
He had like a no hitter against the Pirates, and I think you're right.
You know, those are no hitter, perfect game, whatever. But yeah,
6
honestly,
1/3 though.
I would lean the Twins because they need to keep winning because the Guardians not giving up. So I think if the Twins,
the Guardians are done, Irv. They have no chance of catching the Twins.
I thought there was only like 5 games back.
Like 7.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, that was
in 18.
Okay,
18 games left.
All right, that was last week then. I don't know, man. Either Keuchel's going to be really good or really bad. So
yeah,
if we try to wait. I don't know. Honestly, I think he's going to be a lot of runs for looking at both these pitchers and the way they've been pitching the last couple of starts. Then the Rays, the boy, Mr. I'm not even gonna say nothing, but yeah, he's missing in action. Don't look like he's not coming back. So, and Bradley's, I'm pretty sure the Rays are leaning towards a bullpen game because Bradley ain't gonna go more than like 4 or 5 innings. So maybe 3, honestly. I like the over.
Yeah, I mean the over is definitely in play. I like the Twins on the money line here. I think they're a little undervalued. Taj Bradley gives up almost 2 home runs per 9 innings. Like he gives up a lot of dingers, dude. And the Twins hit a lot of dingers, especially off right-handed pitching. They hit a lot of dingers. So
gives up a lot of hard
a lot of hard contact. Yes.
Yeah. 152 home runs off of right-handed pitchers versus 51 against lefties.
They love to hit righties because a lot of their best hitters are left-handed hitters, dude. So with that being with what that's laid out as, I like the Twins here, dude. And I was telling Ben earlier today, I was like, when Max Kepler and Royce Lewis are in the lineup since the All-Star break, the Twins have the second highest WRC plus behind the Braves. That's how good this Twins team is. And I think they're super undervalued because people don't actually understand how good this team is right now. And I know Dallas Keuchel is like mid, he's whatever. But Minnesota against right-handed pitching at home in the last 30 days, 128 WRC plus, 195 ISO. Just absolutely fucking crushing the ball. Tampa Bay against left-handed pitchers on the road, 101 WRC plus, 132 ISO. You know, I don't love Dallas Keuchel, but I don't think he's as bad as we remember him to be with the White Sox. Like, he's not that same guy. You know what I mean?
Okay, let me also bring this up, though, is we had 4 pitchers go today. Thielbar, sorry. It's weird fucking name.
But all the Twins' best relievers are available tomorrow, Ben, because they didn't pitch on Monday.
Yeah, and Thielbar had 11, Duran had 10. So even with those 11 and 10,
they're both available tomorrow.
Yeah.
The same could be said for the Rays, too, because the Rays didn't use their high leverage guys today either. They didn't use Jason Adden. They didn't use Fairbanks. So their high leverage guys are available tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
So both teams have their high leverage guys. It's going to be a playoff atmosphere because these are 2 teams that are going to be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know? And I told you today, Ben, I think the Twins have a legitimate shot at winning the World Series. I truly fucking believe that. And I believe they're a better team than the Rays.
Jordan got in the strong stuff today. At this point, I can see that I will agree with you that they're better than the Rays, but I don't see them winning a World Series.
They
I
could.
don't see them coming close to winning a World Series.
The Orioles are the best team in the American League, and they're relying on and this is coming from a guy that loves the Orioles. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to see the Orioles win the World Series.
Yeah.
However, the Orioles have Kyle Bradish and Grayson Rodriguez as their two best pitchers. Two guys that are very young and have never pitched in the postseason. The Twins have Sonny Gray, who's pitched in the postseason.
Yeah, but the Twins just don't put up runs.
Yes, they do. They have in the second half of the year. That's what everyone's forget. That's why I preface everything by saying when Royce Lewis and Max Kepler are in the lineup, the Twins have the second best offensive lineup in baseball when both those guys play. They haven't played since the second half of the year together. Royce Lewis, if he played the entire year, he's hands down Rookie of the Year. We're not even fucking debating it. It's not even a debate. He has the highest FWAR. He is the highest rookie statistics of every rookie. It's just he hasn't played enough games. So he's not going to beat out Gunnar Henderson. He's not going to beat out Josh Young. Had he played as long as both those guys, easily Rookie of the Year. And we could even put him in the MVP conversation. That's how good he's been.
Yeah.
Royce Lewis he's that dude. And remember, the Toronto Blue Jays traded fucking Royce Lewis for Jose Barrios. The Blue Jays could definitely use Royce Lewis right now.
That's true. Damn.
I mean, I get what you're saying. Their runs are still low.
Their runs are low because of 3 months prior to both those guys.
No, but even July, August, and September.
Dude, they hit dingers, man. They have the best WRC plus outside of the Braves since the All-Star break. With Max Kepler and Royce Lewis in the lineup. Because Royce Lewis did miss a couple. He did miss a few weeks.
Oh.
The stars would have to fucking align.
They don't, though, because they have Pablo Lopez, Sonny Gray, and then they have capable starting pitchers behind them in Bailey Ober and Joe Ryan, right? Which is like, if you gave the Dodgers...
They brought Bailey back up from AAA?
Bailey Ober?
Yeah, they had an option with AAA, so they brought him back up?
Yeah, he was hurt.
Oh, okay.
So they optioned down there for that. But if you gave the Dodgers that starting rotation, we'd be talking about them having the best. We'd be talking about them having the best team in baseball. If we gave the Braves or the Orioles those two starters, we'd be saying the same thing. Oh, it's the best team in baseball. I think what goes awry is the fact that we think the Twins can't hit because they couldn't hit for so long in the season, but they have hit since Royce Lewis and Max Kepler have been back. And that's the difference. When those two are in the lineup is way different than the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Royce Lewis he's that good, man. You know what his career...
Oh, no, I'm not denying that.
Look up his career average with bases loaded. You know what it is? I'll tell you right now. You want to know what it is?
How many at-bats is that?
Probably like 650.
3 at-bats. You want to know what his...
3 at-bats.
You want to
there
know
you go. He's only had 3 at-bats.
3 at-bats with bases loaded. You want to know what his statistics are with bases loaded?
Yeah.
3 grand slams.
Okay.
That's how... That's a dude, bro. That's a dude. That is an absolute dude. He's batting 1,000 with 3 grand slams.
Mm-hmm.
Dude. Y'all remember how high I was on the Orioles last year? That's how I am with the Twins this year. I love this Twins team, bro.
Oh, shut the fuck up. You're more high on the Baltimore than anybody else.
I mean, I love the Orioles.
You were higher on Baltimore last year too.
Well, I love Baltimore because I was like, yo, this team's going to be good. But the thing is like, I think the Twins are good enough to win the World Series. And I think they're undervalued in the sense that like, dude, you guys have been here all with me throughout the Major League Baseball. Like, we all agreed they couldn't hit in the beginning of the year, right? We were all like, oh, this team, great pitching, they just can't hit. And now it's like, dude, they have the best closer in baseball only because Felix Bautista's hurt. So Johan Duran is the best closer by default. They have the best closer. They have two of the best starters. And they got Royce Lewis and Max Kepler. And both these dudes are like, they're the two best. They're two of the 5 best hitters in baseball in the last 3 months. And nobody talks about it. The mainstream media don't talk about it. Nobody talks about it.
I know you have to play the games that are put in front of you, but if they're in any other division and they're playing strong teams,
they're playing good teams regardless.
They're playing a lot of games against some not great teams.
They win tomorrow against the Rays. They take 2 or 3. Then what?
Yeah,
they still don't play good teams or what?
Yeah, they play 6 games against the Rays and they play 13 games against the White Sox. 17 games against the White Sox.
I mean, it's not their fault they play in a shitty division.
That's what I just said that. But if you put them in that other division where they have to play that many games against
they took 2 or 3 from Baltimore in Baltimore. In a series in which Baltimore only scored like 2 runs, I think, total. That's what I'm saying. Like this team is just it's a weird team, dude. It is a very weird team, and Rocco Baldelli is a hell of a fucking manager. But you know what? You know what benefits the Twins the most, Ben? You know what benefits them the most going into the postseason?
Why don't you tell me?
They don't have to play the Yankees because the Yankees are the only reason why they can't win a playoff series, and now they don't gotta play them.
There we go. It'll just be a different AL East team this year.
It'll be I mean, they'll probably have to play the Orioles, but to be honest, like as an Orioles fan, I would take the Twins in that series. I don't think the Orioles are ready to win this year. I don't. The Orioles, dude, if they don't have Felix Bautista and you're relying on, I think Kyle Bradish can get it done, but Grayson Rodriguez hasn't looked good in 2 starts in September.
Mm.
Who else are you relying on in that starting rotation? Mean Dean Kramer?
Your boy, yeah.
Over Pablo Lopez and Sonny Gray? What are we doing, Ben? What are we doing, dog?
Batters, bro. Quality of batters.
The Twins have just as good of an offense, in my opinion.
Twins do not have just as good of an offense.
They definitely do. They hit dingers.
What happens when they're not hitting dingers?
What happens when the Orioles aren't hitting?
Cold.
Dude, the Orioles couldn't hit fucking Wainwright today. I love my Orioles.
I said it earlier too. Get the fuck out of here.
I love my Orioles, bro. They couldn't hit Adam Wainwright. You're contradicting
yourself. Anyway, okay, let's fucking move on. We've been on this for way too long.
Yeah.
Everybody's sick of hearing you rant. So
I'm not ranting.
You are ranting.
I would love for the Orioles to win the World Series. I'm just being honest with you and saying like I could see the Twins beating them in a 7-game series.
They're not going to beat them in a 7-game series. I will guarantee you that.
I'm not so sure of that, dude. And it pains me to say it, but I'm not so sure, Ben.
Well, when the time comes, we'll
I'm not gonna bet against the Orioles, dude.
You just said you would.
No, I'm not. I said
You're fucking kidding.
I didn't say I would bet against them. I'm just saying I'm not sure they would beat them, but I'm never gonna bet against the Orioles. Dude, I literally have a rule. I do not bet against the Orioles. Even when I think the spot is good against them, like I do not bet against the Orioles.
Oh, man.
I don't. I have not one time this year have I bet against the Orioles ever. I don't do it. That's my team, dude.
Okay.
I bet against the A's more than I bet against the Orioles, and I don't bet against the A's.
Who doesn't bet against the A's?
Me, I don't. Because every time I do, I fucking lose.
All right. So, what's your best bet for this game?
Twins money line.
Okay.
All day.
Irv?
Over.
Over. Full game?
Yeah, full game over. First 5 over. Yes on the runs scored in first inning. Across the board.
Do keep in mind though that there is a cold front in Minnesota right now. It was like 55 degrees tonight.
Tomorrow start time 60 degrees. 54% humidity though.
Yeah, it was same humidity tonight. But it was hella cold and the wind was like blowing in. It wasn't like the ball wasn't flying.
Wind's coming in at 5 miles an hour. It's not much.
Not much, yeah. I would just keep the weather in mind as you play overs and unders in that game. All right, we got where we at? We got what do I have two?
Texas.
I got the same game up twice. We got Texas and
against the
Blue Jays. We got Montgomery against Yusei Kikuchi. We have Toronto currently $1.25.
117. Okay.
I'm seeing $1.20. I'm just taking the consensus line. $1.18.
There you go.
Let's put it there. $1.18. Texas plus $1 even. You got that too, Ben?
I got plus 107, but it's close enough.
And then the total's at 8. Juice to the over minus 120.
Yeah, fluctuating. I see consensus at 8.5. So
I'm going off FanDuel, I guess, is what I'm going off of.
Okay.
What's your thoughts on this game?
Jordan Montgomery sucks.
Well, he was good until like his last couple of starts.
Yeah, his last couple starts have not been good whatsoever. He's got 4 losses. Well, I guess Texas has 4 losses in his last 4 starts. Against Oakland, 2 against Minnesota, and then Arizona. He hasn't been pitching bad, other than the.
Did you say against? You said against who? Minnesota?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
So I get that. Okay.
It's okay.
All right.
Yeah. Again, Jordan Montgomery sucks. He's not going to be your starting pitcher.
Starting pitcher. Well, he's your starter tomorrow.
He's your starter tomorrow, but he's not going to be a starting pitcher in the playoffs. Let's see. Second game, 3 2/3, 7 hits, 6 runs. His last start against Oakland, 5 2/3, 8 hits, 5 runs. His first against Minnesota, 5 1/3, 4 hits, 3 runs. So he's struggled. He had a good outing against Arizona, but the team still lost 4-3. So he's not getting much when he pitches good. So his last 3 starts have been bad. I see that trend continuing. So I definitely lean the Blue Jays here.
Yeah,
I think comeback day for fucking Vlad Guerrero Jr.
I mean, I agree in the sense that like this is a absolute must win for the Toronto Blue Jays.
That too.
They cannot lose this game. Like in this grand scheme of everything we talked about earlier, playoffs and shit, they cannot lose this game. This is a absolute must win. And for that, I think at $1.18, I would take it just because. Yusei Kikuchi, not a guy I'm necessarily looking to back, but he hasn't been terrible. He's 3.38 ERA at home, 2.93 WOBA at home. He's really good against lefties, 2.02 average against, 2.63 WOBA against. But again, dude, this is a absolute must win for the Blue Jays, and in that, I think that you have to play the Blue Jays, dude. Like it's a blind play to me. You have to play the Blue Jays tomorrow. We have to. I don't care if everybody's on them. I don't care if 99% of the public is on them. You have to play.
Get it now.
You have to play the Blue Jays.
Get it now before that line goes up too.
You have to. You absolutely.
Is it line goes up or line goes down? I guess it would go down at this point.
technically, I mean, I think most people are going to be on the Blue Jays, considering that like they have to win.
Yeah, so it's gonna drop it, right?
It would
so like
it would raise it. It would
raise
raise
They
it.
might lay an
Raise
egg.
it?
Houston has been pretty. I mean, Texas has been pretty hot.
Yeah, the last 4 games. What about the fucking 9 games before that?
Might have to take the over, huh?
See,
Texas 5-5 in their last 10. Toronto 6-4 in their last 10.
This is the thing about playing the over too, Irv, is like, I like the under today because I felt like the game was going to be played and managed like a playoff game. Wonky shit happened at the end of the game, dude. Like, just fucking stupid shit. Should never happen. But I feel like tomorrow is going to be like that. It's going to be a very close game played like a playoff game because, dude, the Blue Jays need to win this game. Like, this is a team they're going up against trying to vie for a playoff spot.
Trends do show over, though, for both teams here.
Yeah,
Texas over in 9 of their last 10 games, over in 8 of their last 10 on the road, and over 5 of their last 6 when playing on the road against Toronto.
Texas games have gone over, though, because they fucking allow a shit ton of runs the last fucking month or so.
But both these pitchers allow a lot of home runs, though.
Toronto over in 11 of their last 16 games, over in 5 of 6 against playing at home at Texas, and over 4 of their last 5 against American League West.
It could go. I don't want nothing to do with the total. Give me the Blue Jays minus 118.
Value-wise, I think that's best, too. You said you were seeing over at 8?
Yeah, FanDuel, it's 8. Juice to the over. Minus 120.
Makes me a little bit better there. Feel a little bit better on that, but then the 8.5 I'm seeing, but
and remember, no Adolis Garcia for Texas, right? He didn't play today.
Yeah, he's still on the 10-day till the 17th.
Yeah, that's all bad. I don't think there's any way you can bet against Toronto tomorrow. It's a must-win game, and I'll go down. I'll go down with Toronto losing tomorrow. Like if I bet Toronto, and I'm going to bet Toronto. I'll say that right now. I lose that bet, I'll go down knowing that like I went down with a team that had to win that game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like that won't hurt my feelings very much.
Well, and they should with Montgomery on the hill. They should win this game.
Yeah, and if Vlad Guerrero Jr. has a fucking sack and he realizes that he's Vlad Guerrero Jr., maybe he fucking hits a couple dingers and drives in a few runs, right?
There he goes, pulls that home runs up so he can be better than last year, huh? Huh?
That's what we're hoping, dude. I mean, this is the kind of games though, Ben, that like this is what these dudes are paid to do, bro. Like they're paid to win these fucking games here tomorrow. Toronto has to have this game. They lose this game tomorrow, it's all bad.
What's a prop bet for Vlad or Bo hitting a home run? Those won't come out till
probably like I'd say like plus 350, plus 400.
Take it.
Yeah, I mean not
with Montgomery in the hill. Take it.
I like Toronto tomorrow. They have to win, dude. They have to win. Must win game. Like you don't normally say that in September of a MLB season with 18 games left, but it is a must win game.
Yep. I agree. Don't disagree.
And they gotta avoid the sweep. So I'm taking Texas. All right, let's move on to NFL, dude. We haven't even talked to NFL yet. We gotta move on to our Thursday night game. We got the Minnesota Vikings going against the Philadelphia Eagles. Sorry, my mind's on baseball. Obviously, we got the Twins against the Phillies. The Vikings versus the Eagles. The Eagles laying 7 at home. Totals at 48.5. What do you guys think about this game?
Irv, take it away.
I was gonna say Vikings. Phillies. The Eagles. God damn it, dude.
I like the Eagles.
I got all my
Looking at it
sports
from
mixed
face-
up.
Yeah, looking at it from face value, I would lean Eagles, but it could be a shootout because the way both of those teams ended at there's the second half of both of their games, there was a lot of points scored on both sides on both of those games. And both these offenses are very high powered, but if the front four on each defense is not causing pressure or sacks or knocking the QB off his spot, both these secondaries looks like they could be had outside of Slayton because not too many people challenge him on the Eagle side. But yeah, it was a lot of points scored in the second half. And if you letting Baker Mayfield carve you up, you got problems.
I'll say.
Let's also remember,
Even though he is a former #1 pick, so it's not like dude doesn't have a talent. It's just he haven't put it together on a consistent basis.
it's technically a primetime game. Give me
That's
fucking
true,
Philly
too. Damn.
all day.
It is, but I'll say this much. To Irv's point too. You know, the Vikings did drive down in Tampa Bay territory like 4 times and turn it over.
Yeah.
And not score. Like they should. And I was on the Bucks +6. Remember, Ben? I called that as my best bet last week. But like they should have won that game by a lot. But they just turned it over. And the chances of that happening 2 weeks in a row are slim to none, dude. Like I know the Cousins primetime shit. We all love to joke about it. Dude can't play in primetime, all this shit. Yeah. But you know what? You know what the +7 opens up? It opens up the back door. And
it does open up the backdoor cover. It definitely does.
And we saw this last year when the Vikings played Eagles Monday night and Cousins drove down the field. They scored like 21 unanswered points in the fucking second half to backdoor cover by 7. So I like the Vikings +7 here. I think they're kind of undervalued because of the fact they lost to the Bucks last week, which I think it benefits us as bettors more than anything, because everyone's going to go out and say, "Oh, Vikings lost to the fucking Bucks at home, dude. The Bucks have Baker Mayfield. He sucks. He sucks, dude." Like, bruh, Eagles -7, easy, bro. I guarantee you 90% of the people are going to be on the Eagles. I'm with you, Irv. I actually like the over too. I think this might be an over type game, and unders in primetime usually hit like easy, but I don't know if that's the case here. I lean. I haven't placed a bet yet, but I probably will. I'm waiting for a 7.5 because I think a 7.5 might pop up. If a 7.5 does pop up, I will definitely hammer it on.
Look in your favor.
Yeah, I would love a 7.5, but if it sits at 7 come Thursday, dude, I'm definitely taking the 7. Minnesota got too much talent on the wide receivers, dude.
Yeah, and they played each other pretty damn close.
Yeah, but look what we saw on the wide receiver, and that was something I was going to bring up when you guys were done talking. Was look at what happened last week with Justin Jefferson and how fucking frustrated he was. That's not a good look for your locker room whatsoever. And if they had that offense,
bro had 160 yards. What's he mad about, dude? He'd be getting like every target.
Everybody else on the team didn't do shit.
No, because Jordan Addison was great. This is the problem with the Bills too, dude. Is like the Bills Josh Allen force feeds to fucking Stephon Diggs. And if Justin Jefferson's going to be the same way and he's going to get butthurt if he doesn't get the ball force fed to him, like, I'm sorry, dude. Like, I would trade him. But he can't get butthurt, dude. Like, Jordan Addison was great on Sunday if you watch the game. He had 3 catches for like 70 yards and a touchdown. Because he's wide open because everyone's looking at Justin Jefferson.
Yeah. But
if Justin Jefferson wants to win, he needs to sacrifice his own numbers because Jordan Addison is going to be open a lot.
Yeah, but I think what he was so frustrated about is that you're putting up these numbers. You're putting up 330.
Oh, he's frustrated because Kirk Cousins is forcing him the ball and he's not getting it.
He's frustrated because they put up 344 offensive yards. They didn't do anything running wise. Kirk Cousins fumbles twice, and they still lose the game to the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Hey, the Bucks are a good team, bro.
The Bucks are not a good team.
They still have that same defense that won a Super Bowl.
That's great. The offense is not great. The offense is based around Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, and they don't even have a good QB to throw to him.
They have a first-round QB, which Irv alluded to.
That we both talked about was a mistake for taking.
It was, but he's still
and
talented
in the first round.
He's still talented, though.
It was a mistake to take him number 1 overall and probably in the first round in that draft. So,
Irv, what do you think about the Vikings?
Say that Baker Mayfield was pretty damn dominant in college. Like,
yeah,
dude had it all. It's just,
yeah. But when you're looking back at that draft and what was available in that draft,
but you never know.
Because Sam Darnold is a better quarterback, and he was taken after him, and so was Josh Allen, by the way.
And so was Josh Allen. Yeah. So
you
don't take him.
Wild card.
And
Josh
Allen's starting to show us that he's not that dude either.
It started off pretty damn bad with Josh Allen,
and it's going back to what he was.
I don't think it's gonna go back to that his rookie year. Nah, it ain't gonna go. He had a terrible game, and he definitely deserves.
He had a terrible year last year. Irv, he averaged like 2 turnovers a game.
I wouldn't say he had a terrible year. He had a terrible playoff game, and it cost.
No, he had a terrible year. He averaged 2 turnovers a game last year, Irv.
Yeah, but that's a lot of him just doing too much. If he reels that in like he did the year before, then you're looking at a damn MVP type season. So,
yeah, but we're talking about 2 years out of his 6 years. He's been good.
Yeah, but yeah, I wouldn't count his rookie year because that was just him trying to get his feet.
Okay, so we're talking he's been good 2 years out of 5 years.
Now I'll say he's been good 3 years out of 5 years. I'm not gonna say he was bad last year. He just had the thing that makes it look so bad with Josh Allen is just all his bad games was like some of the biggest games of the year. So
and he also turns it over in the red zone all the time.
Yeah, but that's just him just doing too much. Whoever the OC has got to get in his ass and tell him like, hey, bro, you got playmakers. Just get him the damn ball. You ain't gotta be out. I understand you 6'5", 230 and super athletic, but you ain't gotta be out here playing fucking rollerball with your body. This ain't.
Did you watch the Manning cast at all on Monday?
Yeah, I was watching it. How they said, yeah.
Did you see it in the first quarter when Eli Manning? He straight up said, if Josh is able to just like sit back and take what the defense gives him, like that's what makes him good. But he gets in his own head and he gets bored and tries to like force things because he gets bored. And like Eli called it, he foreshadowed the game before it even happened. That's Josh Allen's problem. And that was Mahomes' problem too, remember? Because Mahomes, like, he would always like just try to force it. And last year,
but the thing with Mahomes is even when he forced it though, he wasn't turning the ball over like Josh Allen. So
he wasn't, but the year before last year, Mahomes was.
Yeah, that's when that's when he wasn't taking his defense was playing that too high shell and wasn't giving it to him deep, and he kept trying to.
And then last year he kind of reeled it in and started.
Yeah, and then last year he reeled it in and he had an MVP type season and another Super Bowl MVP. Josh Allen can do the same thing. Like they said, he just got to take what the defense gives him and not try to win the game on every damn throw or every scramble. And please stop trying to jump over defenders and run dudes over. Like, dude, you're a quarterback. Calm your ass down.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know who's not at a level of any of those guys right now?
Brock Purdy.
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, but Cousins can make throws. As much as I don't like Kirk Cousins.
And Cousins can.
You got to stop shitting on
we're talking about
to trade the number 2 pick for Cousins.
Who?
Niners. Yeah.
Hey, I'm done. I'm done debating Kyle Shanahan because that dude, like, he's like, yo, Brock Purdy's my guy, and Brock Purdy seems to be the guy, dude. Like, it's hard to judge what Kyle likes, dude, and
it's also hard to judge a QB when you have that many options.
Yeah, but Kyle wants guys that get it to his options on time and in a manner, and Brock does that. And I told CJ 2 years ago, bro, I was like, bro, Kyle didn't want Trey Lance, dude, and he was he's like, nah, Kyle has final say over the roster, and I was like, dude, I'm telling you, Kyle did not want Trey Lance, dude. Joe Montana said it himself. Joe Montana, San Francisco legend, said it himself.
Joe Montana.
And it is what
Throws
it is.
Over a mountain, right?
Joe Montana. But man, the Niners look good, man. They're definitely the best roster in football.
Didn't he won Mac?
Or if we didn't get you on Sunday, I want to get your thoughts on what's your top 5 teams after
NFL right now.
What's your top 5 teams after week 1?
The Cardinals, the Buccaneers.
Shut the fuck up. Seriously.
The Broncos, the Bears. Every team that lost should have won, so they're all in my top 5.
No. What's your top 5?
Top 5. I would have to go. Man, I wish Aaron Rodgers didn't get hurt.
Jets are not number 1. They're not in the top 5. Even if Aaron Rodgers stayed healthy, dog.
I think the Jets would have been pretty damn good with Aaron Rodgers.
That offensive line can't pass protect.
They would have been a Super Bowl caliber team, bro. That was a freak injury.
They can't pass protect at all,
bro. You cannot blame that injury on their pass.
I'm not blaming that injury necessarily on their pass protect, but
we're just saying pass protection can't.
That was their weakness all along.
Yeah, but they didn't look bad the rest of the game pass blocking.
Yeah, they did. Bro, dude, it took turnovers. Dude, they scored 13 of their fucking points off turnovers, and they had a fucking punt return touchdown. What are we talking about?
That offense was horrible.
Yeah, that offense was terrible.
Zach Wilson was trash.
I think it's more of
Zach Wilson's going for like the 3 out of 10 MILFs over there.
The offense is
after
not
that game.
They could run the ball. They could run block really well. They can't pass protect though. And the Bills on the flip side, like they couldn't run block. They couldn't defend the run last year, and they still can't.
Even without Von Miller, they have a pretty damn good pass rush.
They have a great pass rush. They just can't pass. They can't defend the run for shit.
Probably Eagles.
Oh well, go 1 to 5.
I have to put the Eagles number 1.
What the fuck?
What?
No, I was playing. Niners number 1. Eagles 2. Cowboys 3.
All right.
Jacksonville 4.
Oh wow. Okay.
And give me number 5. I don't know, man. I gotta still put the Chiefs up there because there's no way they should have lost that fucking game.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'll have the Chiefs up there.
Yeah, I 100% agree. My top 3 are the same as yours, exact same. Niners, Eagles, Cowboys. I have Chiefs number 4, and number 5 I have the Jaguars.
Now, that was one game I actually watched a lot of, and
although I want to slide the Dolphins up top 5.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was gonna be my next runner-up would be the Dolphins. But if the Jaguars could play any type of defense, they can definitely be a player in the AFC for the Super Bowl.
My thing with the Jags in that game though is like the Jags and Colts games are always fucking weird, dude. It don't matter what year they play or what, they're always fucking weird, dude. Like
Richardson looked pretty damn good too.
He definitely did. Hopefully he's not too hurt either.
Yeah, but they got to stop running them like that.
Okay, what about the Browns up there?
Yeah, well, the Browns is wait and see because they're in the toughest division in football, and they got a potential top 4, top 5 quarterback. But the thing with them is that game was played in pretty much like a fucking monsoon.
It was a weird weather situation.
But
then on top of that, the Browns own Burrow in Cleveland. He's only won 1 game in Cleveland, and
he's only won 1 game against Cleveland in general. Don't matter where.
So I'll take a more wait and see on the Browns, but they definitely have the potential because Deshaun Watson has a totally guaranteed contract for a fucking reason. The dude is fucking dog. So
agreed. I agree.
They could definitely, whoever put a future in for them to win that division, is looking pretty good.
Yeah, I agree.
Because the Steelers are all defense.
Offense.
The Bengals are ebb and flow. The defense could be playing good one game, then the offense is just totally nowhere to be found.
Well, the offensive line is once again an issue.
Yeah, issue because Collins is.
They just released him.
Yeah, they released Collins. They moved Jonah Williams to right tackle. He's been at left for like the last 2-3 years, so that's.
And he sucked at left tackle too.
Yeah, then they put now they got Orlando Brown Jr., so it's probably a work in progress. But the thing with I think the Ravens could be the best team in that division once you add everything up. Well, as far as like, no, I'm saying as far as like talent, scheme, what they bring to the table.
They have no corners, dude. They have no.
I know. The thing with them is they can't stay healthy. That's the biggest problem with the Ravens.
If the Texans didn't lose like 3 of their starting offensive linemen in that game, we're talking about a totally different fucking game.
Yeah, sure. That game would have been a lot closer, but I don't know. You gotta. Lamar is good.
He is.
Harbaugh always has his team prepared, but the Browns looking good though, man. I can't. That pass rush, the defense, the secondary. If they play like that on a consistent basis,
they're the best team.
Yeah, they might run away with that division. Especially if Watson go back to being a top 5 quarterback.
Kevin Stefanski might be the only guy to get in their way because that dude loves to fucking call fucking 4th and 4 on the 50-yard line, likes to go for it and shit, dude. Like, if he stays out of the way and just like manages a good game, I agree, dude.
What's up with these teams on like 3rd and 1 and 4th and short, trying to run fucking reverses and quick handoffs and all that shit? Motherfucker, line up and go north and south. Run a QB sneak, something. I saw that a little too much.
Or kick a fucking field goal.
Boneheaded shit, bro. It's comedy. But yeah, no, I agree with you, dude. I agree with your thoughts there. For sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty after week 1, I'm looking like I'm gonna be pretty high on the Browns and I'm pretty damn high on the Dolphins.
Yeah. I think the AFC East is the Dolphins to lose at this point.
Yeah, no Aaron Rodgers, because that defense can only play so well for so long. Yep. And Zach Wilson is just not it.
Nope, at all.
They're going to work out like 5 veterans this week, so expect them to sign a veteran QB this week. So
I like the Dolphins to win the division before the season. I like him even more now. Like, by far. And the Bills, I mean, just it's the same shit, dude. Like, they can't stop the run, and then Josh Allen can't fucking hang on to the ball. And that's the difference. And the Dolphins proved against the Chargers they could run the ball, they could throw the ball, they could do whatever the fuck they want, dude, offensively. And
they just got to play some defense. With them, they just got to get maybe a turnover, maybe a couple stops here and there. They don't got to be a great defense. They just got to be better than average.
Yep.
Above average, and they can pretty much beat anybody.
Yep, 100%.
It's gonna be tough to stop that offense.
And to be honest, they might not even need Tua to stay healthy. The backup might be able to do what he did. Because
that's true too.
Motherfucker was just throwing a
weapons like a motherfucker.
He was throwing wide open dudes, bro. Like I've never seen that shit in my life in the NFL, bro. Like every pass was like just wide open. He was the least pressured quarterback all weekend.
Yeah, Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack did not show up on Sunday.
They did not, dude. They were non-existent, dude.
I don't know who was wearing those jerseys on Sunday, but it wasn't those two.
It was the anti what's the people like sneak into the Monstars, the anti-Monstars.
Oh,
there we go.
The anti-Monstars. All right, let's get some best bets.
Let's go, y'all.
What do we like? What do we like for tomorrow? What do we like for Thursday?
I like 3. Give me for tomorrow.
Is it just me or is he fucking glitching out?
Glitching?
Hold on, what'd you say, Irv?
I like the over for the Rays and the
over 9.
Yeah, Rays and Twins over. I like the under 9 for the Dodgers and the Padres.
All right.
And I like the over for both WNBA playoff games on Wednesday. And for Thursday, my best bet would be the over for the Eagles and the Vikings.
Over WNBA and then over Eagles Vikings. All right.
What's the Eagles Vikings sitting at for the
48 and a half.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go for my 2 baseball bets tomorrow. I'm going to go Minnesota, Tampa Bay over first 5. I'm guessing it's going to sit at 4.5. I'm going to take Toronto money line at plus 118. Value's just too good there. Thursday, I like Philly -7. I'm going to be the odd one out.
Nope, it's going to be you and Jordan head to head.
Yep, I am going tomorrow. I'm going Minnesota money line against Tampa Bay. What are they at? Like plus 108 or so. I'm going Toronto money line minus 118, and then I'm also going Vikings plus 7. But I'm really hoping to get to a 7.5. Hoping for a 7.5. But I'll take the 7. That's where we at. So we're going head to head, Ben.
There we go.
I mean, you
always happens. Minnesota is plus 110.
110. All right, perfect. Plus 110. Love my Twinkies tomorrow. Plus 110. The Twins are my second team now after the Orioles. I've adopted them.
Your poor A's are.
And then third is the Cubs.
Oh, damn. Your A's are just going downhill.
Oh, Cubs. I mean, the A's are my first team. Then Orioles, then Twins, then Cubs. It depends on where my money's at.
I to be honest, I think Baltimore has taken over the A's.
Probably.
At least in the last 5 years.
Probably. All right, thank you everybody for joining us. We really appreciate y'all for hanging out. Thank you for Irv for coming back on. Miss this dude's face being on the show. Always good times. Always good times, man. Got some good bets for tomorrow and Thursday. I hope y'all lock those in. Obviously, a couple of them were against each other, but you know what? That's what makes good entertainment. One of us is gonna be right, and one of us is gonna be wrong. That's what matters. So thank you all for hanging out with us. Make sure to go to Sharps, SHARPZ. Download it on your iPhone, Android. Use it to track your bets. Become a better. Find out what you're good at betting. Find out what you're bad at betting. Utilize them for your own advantage. That's what it's there for. Track other bettors, etc. Use promo code JORD517. Like I said, the guys will have their own promo code soon. So you can use all our promo codes, but it's free to sign up. That's what matters, man. So thank you once again for hanging out with us. I'll be back on Thursday with AK. Hopefully with Irv too. We'll be talking college football as well. College football week 3 preview and picks. But without further ado, we are out of here. We appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. Have a blessed Wednesday. Peace.